Now listen, folks. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie. It's called the usual the usual suspects or unusual suspects or something like that, right? I'm gonna put a little clip so you can see, right? Because you got to read the Bible like that. The theme is you see the story. You got the Captain of the Guard doing a mistaken identity, but you got this lady, right, calling Jesus a Jew, right? He doesn't say anything, right? But Jesus wasn't saying a lot of things when they were asking him who he was and if he was the son of God and this and that, right? He wasn't really answering those questions, right? He said, "That's what you say," right? That's the same thing. He didn't say anything, so we can't definitively say that he's a Jew. The only way that we can possibly say that he's a Jew is by examining the mother and the father, right? Right? Because it can only be three choices, folks. Either he's an Egyptian, either he's a Jew, or he's a mixed child, half Egyptian and half Jew. It got to be that way because we got to figure out who his father is because Jesus keeps explaining to everybody who his daddy is. Hey, but ain't nobody read the story. Like that going. Can we read the book instead of jumping all around? See, that's the problem. You're jumping all around the story, right? Picking up these verses, trying to explain who Jesus is. Let the book explain it, right? The book was explaining from the beginning the birth of Jesus is on this wise. So that's giving you a heads up saying you're going to have to go deep into this story to figure out who Jesus is because the finale is at the end. Technically, to really truly understand totally 100% who Jesus is, you got to make it to Revelations. Because Revelations gives you a full picture description of what Jesus looks like. His final transformation, right? We're going to get to that. We're going to get to the light. We're going to get to the sun. We're going to get to his final, he transformed, he transfigurated, he transformed twice. We got to really understand, okay, wait a minute now, but if we can't get over this part about the mistaken identity, him being a Greek-speaking Egyptian to fulfill prophecy, right? That he cannot just be a Jew, right? That can't be possible, especially if his mother is married, right? And we don't know who his father is, right? So this is important. Let's check out this clip so you can get a better understanding of the confusion, right? How you're supposed to read the story.
Fucking cops.
Can I use your fax machine?
I'll have to sign for these. Okay. One watch, gold. One cigarette lighter, gold. One pack of cigarettes, thank you.
You still got nothing, Dave.
I know what I wanted to know about Keaton.
Just nothing.
No matter. He'll have to know how close we came.
Kaiser Sose or no Kaiser Sose. If Keaton is alive, he's not coming up again.
I'll find him.
Waste of time.
A rumor's not a rumor that doesn't die.
What?
Nothing. Man, you're a slob.
Yeah, but it all has a system, Dave. It all makes sense when you look at it right. You gotta, stand back from it, you know? You wanna see a real horror show? You see my garage.
Convince me. And tell me every last
Back when I was in that barbershop quartet, Skokie, Illinois.
Where's your head, Agent Kuyan?
What we need to do is think. Think back.
I'm sure you've heard many tall tales.
Brick's Marlin.
This isn't right.
I just want to hear your story.
It's all there. And I'm telling it straight, I swear.
Some guy in California, his name is Redfoot.
A gift from Mr. Soze.
Talk to me, Verbal.
What about Redfoot?
Mr. Redfoot knew nothing. Using pawns.
Big, fat guy. I mean, like orca fat.
There was a lawyer.
Myths and legends have
Kobayashi.
I'll never see him again.
Back when I was picking beans in Guatemala, we used to make fresh coffee.
I know you thought he was a good man.
I know he was good.
And tell me every last detail.
Strangest thing.
How do you shoot the devil in the back?
This document is protected from up on high by the prince.
And tell me every last
What about a
detail.
pretzel, man? What's your story?
There was a lawyer.
What lawyer, Verbal?
I am Mr. Kobayashi.
Kobayashi.
Tell me every last detail.
I work for Kaiser Soze.
Convince me. Convince me. Convince me. Every creeping scumbag that works the street for a living will know the name of Verbal Kent. The cripple, did you see him? The cripple, which way did he go?
He went out that way.
I know you know something. I know you're not telling me something. I'm smarter than you, and I'm gonna find out what I want to know, whether you like it or not.
To a cop, the explanation is never that.
You know what I'm getting at, Verbal, the truth! Come on,
There's
Verbal,
no
who do you think you're
street, no arch
I know
criminal
you know
lying at
something.
all.
Somebody with power.
There was
somebody who was capable of tracking us from New York to Los Angeles.
It's Kaiser Soze.
You think a guy like that is this close to getting caught and sticks his head out?
You get no guys to me. Because you're stupid, Verbal. Because you're a cripple.
What I want to know is who's the gimp.
You know the whole fucking time.
Kaiser Soze.
If he comes up for anything, he's going to get rid of me.
But I'm sure Keaton is dead.
I can't feel my legs. Kaiser.
First thing I learned on the job, you know what it was? How to spot a murderer.
Tell me you got the cripple in there from New York.
Yeah.
He mentioned Kaiser Soze.
Who?
After that, my guess is you'll never hear from him again. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. And like that, he's gone.
All right, I made a mistake. Listen, Jesus Christ transformed 3 times. Just like that movie. Y'all should check out that movie. And if you do go look at the movie, explain that's what the Bible is. You got to get through the book, because once you get to Revelation, that's what Revelation means. It's going to reveal something even more. But at each stage reveals something to get to the revealing of the real revealing at the end of the book. That's what the Bible is talking about, folks. It's a story. And don't get mad because you got different climaxes, but the major climax is at the end of the book. Like, it's a climax to finally come to the conclusion that Jesus is a Greek-speaking Egyptian. Okay, if his mom Mary is from the Jew lineage, you understand what I'm saying? Now he's half Jewish and he's half Greek-speaking Egyptian. Especially if prophecy is fulfilling and supported, right? Then his daddy's somebody else. He fulfilling prophecy out of Egypt. He's not fulfilling prophecy out of Ur of the Chaldeans. I think there's 2 verses that says, even the Lord said, I am the Lord from the land of Egypt. But we'll get into that later on, though, right? You see my point? We want to stay on topic because we got to identify Jesus' ethnicity from a genealogy standpoint, because there's only 3 genealogies in the story: Ham, Shem, and Japhet. So if he's not the Japhet Ham genealogy, and he's half of the Jew genealogy, then what other genealogy should we be looking at to identify who Jesus is, right? And then, like I said, we got to find his father. Well, who's his father? He's telling us that he's the son of God, right? But then what does God look like? Is God a black God, or is he an Egyptian God, or is he a Jewish God? Which one? What we doing? What we doing? And we using verses. If you see, I'm not talking. I'm bringing the verse alive to you like it's a movie so that each scene sets up the next scene. It's a mystery. The secret things of God is revealed when he wants to reveal it. You know, I think there's a verse in the Bible about that, right? So the Bible starts off with the heavens and the earth. But you don't start making the heavens and the earth until after the heavens and the earth, right? Right? There's supposed to be three heavens and three heavens, three heavens. So it goes from heaven to earth. There got to be another heaven somewhere. You get one more, and then there got to be another heaven somewhere because you get all the way towards the end. There's supposed to be three heavens, but you're supposed to keep all this. You're supposed to keep all the heavens with you as you go through the book. You can't just be skipping over the book. Don't nobody read a book like that. Just skipping over the book.